Hi everybody, my name is Erin. Welcome back to my channel. 3-cat stitching. Please forgive the rustiness of this. It's been a hot minute since you've seen me on the channel talking about cross stitch. That's just because a lot of life stuff happened and I didn't feel like I had the energy or the right vibe to bring to the internet. I've been just kind of going through it, some of which maybe I'll feel comfortable talking about at a later date. I don't really feel like today is that day. I just want to finally talk to you about the stitching that I've still managed to do while I've been feeling a little bit bummed. So my last video I think was all the way in January. We are currently at May 14th. Nope. May 16th, 2023. It's a Tuesday. I am going on a trip to Ottawa for the Tulip Festival. We leave in 2 days, and so I thought I wanted to film a video before we left, and then hopefully I will film a video while when I'm back, and I can try to be a bit more consistent with this kind of thing in my life. You know how it is. It's just busy, and I have a habit of getting derailed all the time. So I'm sitting on my floor. I apologize for the mess that you can see around me as I try to get my apartment in order for me to be gone for a while. But I do have 2 finishes since January, believe it or not. The first was almost finished in my last video, and it is a modern folk embroidery Quaker bird medallion, and so I have it here as well framed. The frame job is not very great. It just, as you can see, fits, and so after about 10 tries of trying to get it in this small black frame, this is just how it's framed. This is it. It's off by millimeters. I'm not going to fight with it anymore. This is stitched on a 16 count, one-of-a-kind June 2022 Roxy Floss Co. fabric in this beautiful pink. And this is also stitched with Roxy Floss Jungle Nights. You can really see in the frame that green-blue color that I was having a hard time getting across when it was just on the one big giant piece of fabric. So I'm really loving that you can see that. This lives on my bookshelf along with another piece that I had cross-stitched. You can kind of see it right above my head. Maybe I'll get that down to show you. This is also very, very poorly framed, so please forgive that. This is paper crane design. It's no longer listed on her Etsy, but I made this for my partner. Horrible frame job. I should probably take it out and reframe it. But I was just so excited to give it to him that I stuck it in here and didn't bother fixing it. This is just stitched with 2 DMC colors on probably an 18 count white Aida. I couldn't tell you the colors right now. I didn't keep track of anything while I was stitching it. I just stitched it before I had an Instagram and everything like that. So these 2 live together on my bookshelf. As you can see, there's kind of a theme with what I like to stitch, or maybe you can't tell because it's just 2 pieces. I love that blue-green color quite a lot, and every time I see a new one, I feel like it's my favorite. My second finish of the year is Jour. So she is completed. It looks a little bit like she's grungy in this arm, but like in real life, it's just the way like the fabric kind of like crinkled when I had it in the hoop. So I do just have to iron it and still wash it. I've been so afraid to touch her because I don't want to ruin her. So I didn't put Jour there. I think I might put my initials because it does look a little bit blank. But yeah, wow, she is complete. So I'll bring her in nice and close. Yeah, it looks on camera. See when I put it the right way. you can tell that it's not gunk or anything. But this is stitched on an 18 count antique white Aida with DMC 809. The pattern is by 2x2 Stitch Art on Etsy. In all of my videos, I link whatever I can. So mostly just like where I find the patterns that I stitch. So it'll all be linked down below, as well as the fabric and the DMC or floss colors that I use. So she's mostly finished. I just have to do that piece in the corner because I wasn't really set on the Jour. I'm not really set on my initials either, but my partner did kind of say it looks a little bit empty considering there's something like in all four corners. So I'll figure that out. I actually was hoping to stitch both. I have the night as well, but I bought 8x10 gold frames, and I don't have enough to stitch both of them if they're in those big frames, but because of the dimensions, I don't want to pay for custom frames, and the gold looks absolutely beautiful with this color, and I'm hoping it will look absolutely beautiful with the dark blue that I'm going to use for La Nuit as well. So yes, I'm very excited to have this done. I have the next thing to stitch based on like when I've started will be the Dimensions Gold cross stitch. The Dimensions Gold Christmas ornament kit that I have. I haven't touched it, but it is kind of like the next thing that I want to get finished because it's coming up on its year anniversary. So I started that on June 9th last year, and so I'd like to see some progress on her. Hopefully finish this year, and then everything else, I didn't start anything else that I'm still working on until September of last year. So I have quite a bit of time to get some progress in. Two of those things I've been working on, slow going. So I'll just go into the whips that I have here. I've been working both on Birds from Bernhard's books and the Black Vintage Sampler from OwlForest. So I am stitching, I'll show you Black Vintage first. They both don't have very much done from the last time you've seen it, but this is my progress. So I'm getting that fish done, and I'm just sort of trying to fill in and then move over. So this is the last motif here, and then the border again. So I'm almost complete. There's just a lot of stuff in here to get filled in, and so that's what I'm slowly working on before I move up. I started this September 13th of last year. It's on an 18 count vintage Aida with DMC 310. The one thing that I kind of am skeptical about, I think, with stitching this is I have 3 cats, and you can really see the cat hair on the DMC, and I'm 310, and I'm, I don't want to like take a lint roller to it or pull any of the stitches out, but hopefully, I guess when I wash it, a lot of that fur might come out. It's just, you can really tell when you look at it in person that it is absolutely covered in cat hair, and that comes with the territory of owning 3 cats in a 1-bedroom apartment, but I am just a little bit upset about that. The other current whip that I started, I don't have a specific date, but I just have September of 2022, is Birds from Bernhard's books by Modern Folk Embroidery. I am stitching this on a 20 count Oatmeal 80 Oatmeal Aida with Roxy Floss Co. Chesire, and it's this really deep purple. That's probably about right. It looks almost brown sometimes, but I got both of the sides done, and I'm just working the top border. What I find really amazing about this piece is that it seems very intricate, but it actually stitches up quite quickly. I have it in Pattern Keeper, so that's made it billion times easier. And so I think my goal, if I have one really for the, for its birthday, its 1 year stitch anniversaries, I want to get this top band done and start working down the sides. I really don't think it's realistic for me with everything that I want to start and stitch and everything like that. I don't think it's realistic of me to think that I'm going to get either one of these pieces done. The other one is Lila Crow's Haunted Library, which I love that piece, but I don't love working on it. I would love to have it finished and on my wall, but I don't want to be the one to have stitched it. And so I have to have a conversation with myself about that piece. But I haven't yet. And so that is my other start from September. And so, yeah, I don't think either of these are going to get finished before their birthday, but I would like to see some big progress on them, because they both stitch really fast if I sit with them and I'm stitching on them. But I have like a squirrel brain, and I want to start all the things and do all the things, and all of the things need to be done. And so I have another whip that this is like, I'm obsessed with this. And it is Autumn Towne by Autumn and Stitchery. I have this magnificent piece of fabric that is just gigantic. It's just a printed green 20 count Aida from the Etsy shop Stitch for Fun. And I'm doing this with a Leo and Roxy, or Roxy Floss Co. conversion that Hannah at Evertoad did for me. So this is quite bright. And yeah, I'm absolutely loving it. So this is the top of the first page, or the end of the first page. I think I have one line of stitches left, and it's only a 4-page pattern. So I'm just working on filling this in. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I love everything about it, and I am obsessed. I think what I love so much about it is that I'm at a point now where at any point in time I can change to a different color. Like, all of this red, I felt very stuck on it because I was filling in the tree, and I love the color, but it's just so much fill-in. And so I just kept working my way to different spots, and I've kind of half filled in some things, and now like I do like a thread of red, and then if I'm tired of the red, I go and I bounce over and fill in some tree limbs, or that orange, which is beautiful, or the first house I'm working on. And I think that makes it quite fun for me to bounce around. And I really, really am just loving it so much. And I am really excited to keep going with that. It is a piece that I just enjoy. I'm enjoying it quite a lot. I have a number of things that I've started. I'm not going to go through all of them here, just because I think that it's just a bit much to keep track of everything that I was stitching before versus what I've started in the 4 months that I've been gone. That just seems so boring to me. So as I work on them and continue to make videos, I'll show them as they come. But the one thing that I do want to show you is from the Just Cross Stitch June 2023 magazine. So I saw this on Cam the Stitcher's channel, and she showed a moth pattern that is just absolutely stunning. But funny enough, it's the flower seed packs that caught my eye. So these are by Elizabeth Spurlock of Saving Grace's Fine Needle Arts, and I've started the pansy up there. So these are stitched on Smoky White Lugana from Witchelt, but I have, I've lost or I don't have the sticker. It's just like a beige. I think it's a 18 count, just beige Aida that I am stitching the pansy on. And so that is where I am currently. So just at the top, I've come all the way across. I'm probably going to stitch the zinnia, but we'll see. And so this also stitches up so fast. I did all of this in just a couple of days. I had to go get a couple of like the colors of purple because I didn't have them, and I do still need to get there's like this vibrant yellow which I have, but there's also a very subtle yellow in there that I don't have, so I'm just waiting on that, and then I'll be able to finish these up. So this, yeah, is stitching so fast, and I oh my god, it looks so beautiful. Yeah, I'm really loving that. So in terms of haul, what I'm going to show you actually for the most part is fabric, because I've really been into buying fabric, but specifically I'm working my way up in counts. So I've now switched from Aida. I have a lot of Aida. 20 count Aida is still probably my favorite, but I'm dabbling in like 28 count linen. I have some 36 count linen that I'm really excited to try. The colors are just absolutely stunning. But so yes, I did purchase the 2020 June, the June 2023 just cross stitch magazine. I also purchased the April cross stitcher magazine. There were a couple of things in here that I just really want to stitch. Let me see if I can find any quickly. Probably not quickly at all. Oh, there's this that I think I might want to try, but I have to get better at black work or back stitching. This is by Maria Diaz. I don't think it has, oh, it's called Duvet Days. I think that's very cute with the cat. Here's maybe a better picture of it, a bigger picture. I just think that's so fun, but although that stitching, the background stitching is quite probably tedious. What else did I want to stitch in here? There's this pattern here that I kind of want to stitch. So yeah, I got that. And then I found this, which these are all, they are all full coverage designs. And it is the Cross Stitch Gold Scenery Collection. There's 22 designs in here. Those are a few of them. There's a few of them on the front. I truly, well and truly, I will admit to you right now, purchased this entire book for this pattern. And I want to make it into a pillow just like that. Yeah, I think that's absolutely beautiful. But there are some really stunning designs in here as well, that I just think are perfect. And most of them have these beautiful flowers like in the foreground with the house in the background, which I think is just magical. So yeah, you'll see some full coverage from me sometime soon. I have big plans for my birthday to start a million billion things, and so yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. And so now onto fabric. I'm holding this up here. This is 28 count Lugana Springfield Sage. Like, it looks quite gray, but if I hold it up against my gray sweater, you can see that it's quite green. I am in Jody's Fabric of the Month Club. And when I tell you that I am super into like these colors, right? So this is again the Springfield sage, and then I got Sahara in 36 count. I mean, come on, absolute crazy. Am I right? This is the most beautiful fabric I think I've ever seen. When I tell you, right, that those are the colors that I bought for myself, and then I show you the 2 colors that she sent in her most recent, I think it was April shipment. So these are unlabeled. They're just 28 count, one of a kind, I guess. So this is the first one. So stunning. Beautiful. 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 That's all I can say about it. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I cannot wait to stitch things on these. Maybe my fault in this is that I've requested 28 count because I'm still quite new to stitching on higher count fabrics. But I have visions of what I want to stitch on them, but the patterns are too big to stitch over 2 on 28 count. So I'll have to figure that out. The first month that I got were these 2. So these were February. So this beautiful red. Oh God. I really want to stitch the heart sampler. I think it would be so fun to stitch it on one of these, but I think it's too big. So I'll have to find a similar fabric. I'm also really into the pinks lately. This is like bubblegum pink, and I think it's magical. And then the only other fabric that I purchased for myself recently is another 36 count. This is terracotta. I think it's just so beautiful, and I'm just gonna be stitching probably like monochrome on these. I have damask square by ink circles that I'm going to stitch on this with ecru. I just am intimidated by the 36 count. I know it'll be fine once my eyes get used to it, but I'm a little bit intimidated. So that is everything from me. Short, sweet video. I'm just happy to be stitching again, and I cannot wait to see what the next few weeks bring. I quit my job and I have this summer to sort of figure out what's next for me. I feel very blessed to have the opportunity to have a summer to travel and figure things out. And I'm going to stitch and read and enjoy and figure out my mental health. And hopefully that means you'll be seeing more of me. And yeah, I'd love to hear how you're doing. Thank you so much for being here if you are here. Thank you so much for supporting me on Instagram and all of that, despite how infrequent I'm posting. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon with some more stitchy progress. Bye.